Let's get cracking!
Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of Evil Geniuses versus Rock's Kiss. Evil Geniuses taking Game 1 pretty easily. I gotta say, that was a rather big stop, but I felt like most of it came down to the draft. Rock's Kiss tried something really odd and really greedy and got punished for it pretty heavily. The Bloodseeker run as a 4 position just did not seem to work out for them at all. So we're going to get into Game 2 now. I can welcome back my co-caster, Mr. Pimp Muckle's going to be joining me once again.
Hello. And you know what? I'm just going to be opening up with a question here. Tusk ban. First ban by EG. What?
Yo, I remember I was talking to Zai about this the other day. He was like, you know, that's Tuskar Snowball, it's pretty insane. Because they saw it in that game, they got first blooded off of a team 5-manning with a Tuskar Snowball and caught out the first blood because Snowball, like, all they had to do was get in range and then 5-man Snowball into your face. More speed, more damage. What can you do? So, I don't know, maybe they feel it's just one of the heroes that they may not be prepared to deal with. You know, you kind of like, you already took Game 1. You feel like Game 2 is kind of like already in the bag as long as something weird doesn't happen in the draft. And maybe that's one of the weird things they want to ban out is keeping the Tuskar out of the hands as he is relatively untested in competitive play right now. We're going to see the Lycan Darkseer go the way of Evil Geniuses. Rock's Kiss, they get themselves the Mirana Shadow Demon combo.
I'm surprised about Invoker ban against CG. I don't know, I think Lycan on RTZ is way more scary. Even Naga Siren is way better on him than any sort of Invoker shenanigans. But yeah, it's a good ban regardless, and we are going to be seeing Lycan RTZ, which is kind of good. And of course, Darkseer played by Universe, and this is going to be a treat for the viewer here. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Against Mirana SD, though, he has to be very careful to not get caught out in a Trollin scenario.
Nyx Assassin Axe is going to be banned out by Evil Geniuses. So again, taking away the Axe, probably smart versus Rock's Kiss. I know they're experienced enough. And the SF, meanwhile, is going to be picked up by, banned out, excuse me, by Rock's Kiss. And yeah, so I'm interested to see how Rock's Kiss plan on dealing with the obvious push coming out from Evil Geniuses. Like, they got destroyed by the Lycan the first time. Maybe it was because they went too greedy with their draft. But, you know, maybe this time around they get something a little bit more aggressive. They already have the Mirana Shadow Demon combo. They win their lanes. They go into the mid-game looking strong. They shut out the Lycan nice and early, make sure he doesn't get his Necro Book and isn't able to punish him. But as I say that, instead they pick up the Nature's Prophet, which is, you know, not really what you're looking for when it comes to off-lane aggressors.
No, he's more control-oriented, although this is going to be Sedoi's Nature's Prophet, who is usually rather active around the map. Like, level 4, you're going to have 2 levels up in the Atreans, and then, well, Global Teleport as well as a Sprout ready to go, and you can just gank all day if you want to, and still get a bit of farmer, but you just rotate to the jungle real quick, so Nature's Prophet, I'm still kind of surprised. I don't think you can just outgreed this Lycan Darkseer at all. Not with the Mirana Shadow Demon already, because, well, Mirana Shadow Demon is going to be most likely... I mean, Mirana's going to be a carry, right? So it's not going to be happening. You can't really out-carry them, so can you really split push them down? I don't see this right now, but yeah, maybe you're going to see some crazy stuff once again from Rocks. Please, please no Bloodseeker though. Please don't.
Well, Evil Geniuses, they're going to pick up the Rubik now, and Chen is going to go the way of Rock's Kiss. So apparently they're going to get some pushing power of their own. I'm interested to see why the Rubik pick up here, though. That just seems like Rubik just seems like such a standard support. You know, he's got a decent disable, he's got an okay nuke. He doesn't have anything too amazing, so most of it comes from spell steal here. But we don't have any real big ultimates I want to steal. Like, anything from Mirana is going to be good. Everything from the Shadow Demon is going to be all right. Furion, maybe you get his ultimate, Demon, but it's unlikely.
Whatever you get from the SD is going to be absolutely amazing, I think.
Well,
like Soul Catcher? Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I would rather have telekinesis into an arrow than telekinesis into a disruption, or vice versa.
All right,
you know, those are two no-damage disables, I'm just saying.
Yeah, fair point. Okay, I mean, arrow is going to be absolutely amazing, but yeah, I think Rubik is going to be a great deal here. And in Enigma to boot, so... There is not that crazy of a wombo combo yet, mainly because Lycan doesn't build Battle Fury at all and doesn't have any sort of cleave in build. But if you have a Darkseer, you don't need this because everyone else is just killing each other. So yeah, looks like the big wombo combo is going to be coming out here for EG. And so maybe a mid laner now? Yeah, this should be a mid. What do you pick up here?
So you're dealing with a mid Dragonite. You've already have the pushing power of an Enigma and a Lycan. I would say go Viper again. Like, honestly, I think you have enough team fight between the Darkseer Enigma. You have enough pushing power between the Enigma Lycan. You've got a decent little support in Rubik, so some of the early game is going to be controlled. But maybe you need a little bit more, right? You look at Roxas's lineup, they're pretty early game and pretty early game oriented as well as pushing. Like, they can go late, but I don't think it's likely Roxas really want to. They're running sort of a tricore lineup here with the Furion, Dragonite, Mirana. It's possible the Evil Geniuses do pick up some sort of big one position here and put the Lycan in the mid. In which case, if they grab some sort of hard carry, they will have better late game than Roxkiss. But honestly, I don't think you need to wait for that. I think with the Enigma Lycan, that if you win with a Viper mid, and just turn that into really early aggression, a fast mech, you can push down towers really fast, and I don't think Furion will be farmed enough in time to be able to punish you with his split push.
Yeah, I actually agree. I personally like the lineup of Rocks right now because of the wonderful control of a SD Mirana combination, and then you have global presence from the Chen heal, you've got your Nature's Prophet, and a Dragonite. So if EG are going to be picking up an active mid, this means your mid tier 1 is going to take a fall, one way or the other. It's just a matter of time. Dragonite doesn't rotate, he just wants to chill the hell out. Maybe with a rune, maybe with a haste, something like this, maybe even an invis rune, but most of the time there's no ganks coming out from this guy, and, well, it's going to be completely fine, but EG, well, 20 more seconds. They're taking 2 minutes of time for just the last pick. This is going to be working out very well, I feel like.
Yeah, they're, let's see. So what else can we really go for? Like, honestly, I think Lycan would be fine in the mid if they want to run like an Arteezy mid Lycan and they can run something else. And I feel like that's what we're going to see is Mason's going to be playing the Slark. And that should be a safe lane Slark. You don't really want to run him mid too often. So they are still going for a lot of mid-game aggression here. The Viper would have come online a little bit earlier, but I think they just look at it. They go Dragonite mid. We can have a melee mid of ourselves, and we can get a little bit greedier with our more controlling hero, right? Slark is the one who makes the plays, who determines where the game is going, who moves around the map. He gets those kills. He gets those pickoffs that allow you to then turn into a push. Like, he's the one determining the pace of the game for Evil Geniuses. A Viper would have done the same thing, but would have dropped off a lot later. This Slark, though, a little bit greedier, is going to come online a little bit later into the game, but goes into late games just looking hot as all hell.
Yeah, I think about the Slark in the mid lane. He would have been doing great against the DK, but at the same time, Arteezy's Lycan can do very well as well. And Lycan just doesn't have the best laning presence in a safe lane. Mainly because if there is an off-laner, you kind of want to kill him, but you just can't because there is nothing. You can pop your ult, but then you need your level 6, yada, 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 and you won't get it. Yeah. So, yeah. I actually like this decision here. And EG roaming around the jungle, are they? Yeah, they're absolutely not finding anyone. Roxas is doing the same stuff. All right, so...
Yeah, but Roxas, they blew a smoke for it, man. They really wanted to find a kill. If not, they're going to be able to block out a large amount of the jungle here. Enigma is definitely one of the greedier junglers you can pick up. He farms very, very fast, but he oftentimes doesn't have nearly the same influence early on in the laning phase as a Chen or Enchantress will, because Chen and Enchantress definitely do a lot more in that regards. But both teams blocking out each other's jungles. Chen just really needs one creep, and he's good. So I feel like this block is going to punish the Enigma a bit more than Goblak will be punished. But at the same time, both hard camps have been blocked for the Chen, whereas... oh, no, never mind. They just placed this ward, so they are going to block out almost every single camp. Only the pull camp will be left alive here for Evil Geniuses.
That hurts for Zai, but he's kind of used to it. Whenever I see him on the Enigma, there is always this sort of shenanigans coming out, like every freaking time, because Zai's Enigma is just a bit too strong. And yeah, look at him, he kind of knows it. Like, there's Eidolons, he's gonna just destroy any sort of lane presence here for anyone in the bottom lane. And well, he's just gonna use them for something. Offensive jungling? No way.
Yeah, this is weird as all hell, because on top of that, we have Mason being sort of like an offlaner here, and we're going to have Darkseer in the safe lane. So I was expecting to see a little bit more typical, which would be Slark, Rubik, safe lane with the Enigma in the jungle. But instead, Zai, because of the fact that jungle's already going to be countered out, he is instead going to be protecting Mason's farm by denying the creep wave, pulling it back, but also using those Eidolons that he summons to be able to zone out any aggressors.
That's still a risky lane, I want to say. If there is any sort of arrow into... other way around, disruption into arrow, people are going to die. It just... Even with a Dark Pack, there is so much damage going away anyway, so... Yeah, the 9 Tentacle Surprise has to be very careful. Mason is going to have his work cut out for him, but at the same time, all the other lanes are doing very good for EG. Darkseer, well, he's having a great time, as well as RTZ in the mid lane, and he's just crushing the Dragon Knight right now.
Yeah, with that bit of damage advantage that he has with the Howl he's spamming out, looks like he's picking up a lot more CS here and doing well in his lane. It's not a big surprise that Seedoy, with this constant pushing in the double ion shells, he's going to be forced back into his tower, and that always means you're going to be missing some last hits.
Yeah, this is how it works. All right, so far, who do you favor for this early game? Is this going to be EG?
It's all about the Chen rotations, I think.
All right.
Which he does not have a smoke, so I think I'm favoring RTZ, Evil Geniuses a little bit more.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Like, it can come down to so many factors, and well, here we go. Roxkiss, they don't have any sort of mana up on the Dragon Knight, and there is a bottle coming out right now, but looks like they expected something else. Or why else would you pick up a Stout Shield? Maybe for the Wolf Harass? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not, I mean, maybe for the Wolf Harass, and maybe he feels like it's going to be necessary for him. I don't really think you're going to use that into an early Vanguard or anything like that, but who knows? Maybe we'll see. I mean, they do have like the Eidolons, Lycan, as well as like maybe, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe just it's because of the Wolves, but Godblack does have level 2 right now. We do see Zai. He's been farming at the Ancient stack. He's been he picked up a double damage as well as the Howl. It's allowing him to do this Ancient stack, and every once in a while he goes over, denies a creep, and then brings him in to help him out jungling. So it's an interesting idea in order to not only have some sort of laning presence, but oh yeah, arrow landed on Mason. Now he's going to get caught out by the Starstorm.
Wow. Didn't expect this at all. I mean, I knew it would be a great damage-wise, but still. Soul Catcher level 2, making some big work here. Alright, that's a big kill for Roxkiss, 1 for 0. First blood, going the way of Rox. Actually, who picks this up? Yol. Alright, so he's gonna have his boots up. He actually got the boots. Boots first is like so standard right now. What the hell is happening?
Yeah, this is, I don't know, some sort of change in the meta. BZZ's gonna get caught out by Mason here. Should have enough just to be able to leap away. And I don't feel like Mason's going to be doing any diving middle lane, though. They are going to be chasing down. Good disruption. A little bit of body block, but unfortunately they could not get the Centaur there in time in order to hit the stun. And even then, it would have been kind of questionable. Arteezy's damn tanky right now, so it would have been a hard kill to get, even if they had gotten the stun.
Yeah, and he's got his bottle ready to go, so he's very, very just sustainable. And he's got a regen rune. Sweet ass. So he's going to be fine just spamming out walls. And this means mid lane it's going to be looking very good for him. 24-11 against the 16-4-5 right now for solo. This is kind of expected, but at the same time you just don't want to fall behind as a Dragon Knight. You just need your level 6, and then you want to have some mana ready to go and just push down the tower. But against Arteezy, I mean, he's going to be farming, but maybe we're going to see some rotations here top lane. Universe, as well as PPD. Oh no, this could be big here. They've got a smoke. They're going to reveal it right now. This could be big here. PPD, where's your disruption? There it is. It's a surge in the river right now. So, oh no, the stun was whiffed.
He missed it. Throws back the Centaur into the incoming Furion. They might have enough here. Another right click. Yo, he doesn't have Shadow Poison. He's just diving in. He needs to try and get close enough, but the Furion comes in. Fate Bolt goes out. Yo gets a little bit low, and Universe comes in from behind. Able to finally finish off PPD, but it's going to be at the cost of 2 different supports here, as Universe will not shake loose. This Godblack now vacuuming back in to make sure he gets the kill. Seedoy is going to be copping a lot of bit of damage, but still, a 1-for-2 exchange there. Support in exchange. Universe actually going to use that bit of damage he did on Seedoy to further threaten him. Every single time he has this Ion Shell and Surge combo, you have to kind of wonder in the back of your head, Seedoy, whether or not he's going to be looking for the dive this time around. Middle lane, Solo's getting a little bit low. RTZ popped the ultimate, but Disruption comes in at the right time. Solo, he's going to turn around here, maybe go for the Flame Breath, gets it. And will, maybe the Wolf can finish him off. Another right click, one more. The Stout Shield.
Oh,
Stout Shield too strong. Stout Shield too strong. If he'd gotten a critical on that Wolf, he would have gone down. Whoa, BZZ able to dodge the leap there. And will be able to get himself away. But Mason's definitely beginning to show himself as a strong offlaner here now that he's left in a 1v1 position up against this Mirana.
Also, RTZ, a very interesting TP to the top tier 3 here from him, and I guess he just wants to farm the jungle, and this is what he does. So this is now classic AG style. Have RTZ on a hero where he can actually farm the jungle, and this also could be a Shadow Fiend or a Naga or whatever, and then have anyone else coming down to the mid lane and get a lot of experience. And PPD, well, he kind of needs that. He's level 4 right now, and that's going to be coming in very handy here.
Yeah, he could definitely use the extra money, and if he can get to level 6, he's got some decent abilities to be able to steal here. So definitely going to be putting a little bit extra value in that one. Like you said, typical Evil Genius is just a really smart play because honestly, Lycan is at a point where he jungles just as fast as he does lane. PPD. Oh yeah, he may get caught out here. Oh, the Centaur stun was blown there, Godblack, with a little bit of miss micro, and now he's going to be caught out. Malphus is going to go down, and arrow does land on Zai, but with RTZ coming in with that extra bit of damage, it's going to be easy kill on the chat.
Yeah, there was a ward being planned right here. Yeah, and that's a new one as well from PPD. This is just so valuable. And they know any sort of rotations, this is coming down this way because, well, it's a Chen, right? So Chen won't be too much in your own jungle because there's RTZ waiting for him. And yeah, this is a smart play by PPD, just completely shutting down any sort of ganking attempts from the Chen. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Mason is doing something.
It looks like he was hiding in order to get some of his regen back.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he still wanted to be like in experience range, but wanted to be able to heal up just because he's a little bit scared of how many heroes are off map. The Furion ult is probably going to be up soon. In fact, it's already up. So if he gets hit by even just a Starstorm and a Furion ult, he's going to be in some serious trouble. So wants to go back up to full, and there he is already. He's going for interesting build here as well. He's going for the Poor Man's Shield at 8 minutes in.
All right. I have no idea about this sort of stuff, but maybe he just wants to have some added survivability. Yeah, I mean,
well, he also didn't bring it to him. Like, he's got it in his stash for the Poor Man's Shield, but he's not bringing him to him. Maybe he like made some sort of mistake or bought that, but couldn't get the courier in time. So now he figures, you know what? It's not even worth it. I don't know, but he didn't bring it to him. So
it's still a really good item.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out very soon here. And well, tower push commences. So many creeps here. But there's no hull, so yeah, it's not this crazy, but here we go. It's a lot of damage on this tier 2. Does it even fall?
RTZ is coming in from the back if they want to get some sort of initiation. First, Zai's going to teleport in. Yoel's going to be harassed by the Wolves to start, and now with the glyph going out, they will protect and push back up against Roxkiss. So they will defend their tier 2, but it also is not in deny range, so next sort of push like that will be able to threaten it. Universe getting a little bit low here. Can he get the disruption? He needs some vision. Can't get it. Yo, he didn't have the mana.
No mana, yeah.
He tried to throw down a Shadow Poison, I guess, to get vision, but that left him with nothing to actually get the disruption off.
That's very unfortunate, and that's the issue. Going for the Tranquil Boots first. It is an excellent item if you roam around a lot, and he's level 5, and he was making some good stuff happening. I mean, he's involved in every kill there is so far from the side of Rock's Kiss, so that's quite nice. Thing is, you don't have any sort of mana. Maybe he's going to be heading down for the 4 stuff, or just what Yoel really likes is rushing a Blink Dagger, which doesn't work too well here, I guess, considering there's Enigma and all that, so I don't know. But yeah. Picking up the urn, that's a smarter choice anyways. And a smoke, so rotations.
I'm down with the Tranquils if he was going for the maxed out Soul Catcher build. Now that he is beginning to go for more levels of poison, you're right, he needs more mana. Like you Shadow Poison, it's 50 mana per tick, but you throw it out so often, it just drains your mana so quickly. You need a little bit more. So I'm probably thinking Force Staff is going to be a good item for him to have. RTZ pops the ultimate defensively here, and Seedoy may be in a little bit of trouble. He does have a Sprout. He runs back in here. Moonlight Shadow's going to go out, and ultimate for an ultimate being used, I guess. BZZ. He's chasing after PPD, but he doesn't really know it, I don't think, as Invisrune is up on Peter and maybe setting up for a kill on BZZ. If he can lead with the telekinesis, follow up the pounce, he can't leap away from the pounce.
Yeah, we see this time and time again. Like, you panic smash that pounce, I mean, the leap, and then you just can't, and then you're dead. It's a bit unfortunate, but in the same time, well, mid-tier 1 was being dropped here by Solo, and that's a big issue. That's a big issue. You don't have that much of a map control, and you need to make stuff happen because of it. But there's a Vladimir's offering up.
Arrow landed, but Mason is able to get off his ultimate. Now the teleport away. Mason, he's not going to get out, or BZZ. He will not get out in time as Mason was able to clean him up. It was close to be able to kill Mason, but here comes Yol. If he can get a disruption, Pounce does go off. He can follow this up with a Purge if he wants to. He's running low on mana. Here comes Seedoy. Now they're going to get 2 kills off of this. If they can purge him up, Yol, he's already thrown down his. Oh man, Furion being taken out by PPD, who uses the Soul Catcher mixed in with the Fade Bolt to get enough damage there. And that was rather unfortunate. I thought they were going to be able to pick up both of those kills, but it turns out that Furion comes in and almost dies immediately after the kill on Mason.
Yeah, Soul Catcher being stolen was so crucial, and well, now still Solo trying to make stuff happen in the mid lane, but he has to be super careful because Zai's coming in. Alright, let's see here. Solo being stunned up. RTZ, does he have an ultimate? Yes, he does, but he's kind of low on HP. Do they really want to go? Yeah, oh, man, they absolutely do. Expanding the Black Hole just to get a kill. Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're 12 minutes in. There's not that crazy of a teamfight action happening anyways, and now this opens up the map a bit more.
Yeah, especially if they can get extra off of it. Like, I think it's worth it alone for the Dragonite kill, but that Dragonite kill will also be turning into an attempt at Roshan. Whether or not they can actually succeed in doing it, though, is another question entirely. Rock's Kiss, they've already, I believe they revealed it with the arrow, and Godblack will confirm. But everybody's here, they're going to grab out Godblack. This is the danger when you check Roshan like this, is if EG are 5-banning, not only do you get the advantage of picking off a hero, but you still ensure yourselves Roshan.
And what do you do now? I mean, that's a nice Nature's Prophet ultimate, but that's all. Yeah, mech comes out, they don't care, and that's an Aegis up on the Lycan, so RTZ. Man, this guy suddenly 2k gold in the back. He just bought the Vladimir's offering.
This is not looking so hot right now for Roxkiss, despite the fact they took 2 towers there. That was just such a big turnaround. You can see that gold drop. We've got almost a 5,000 experience lead, and now about 1,100 gold in the favor of EG. You'll make it caught out here. There goes the counter ward, but it's not quite enough. Still Moonlight shadowed up, and Yol will be able to get himself out of here. It's unfortunate, though, the counter ward also outside of this ward.
Oh, top lane arrow. Oh, it connects onto Zai. That's a good one now. The star's on to fall, and Zai. Oh, man, they just have to leap away. RTZ, he's hasted. Doesn't even need to use his ultimates. He's got 5 more seconds anyways, and, well, BZZ has to run. Can he get away? There's no one inbound. His team is abandoning him. Can you leap up to the high ground? There's no TP up. He's dead. It's a matter of time, but, well, space being created, I guess.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think Evil Genius are going to be happy with that bit of space they gave up because they just gave another kill to RTZ. Yol's going to get caught out, brought back. PPD has stolen the dragon form, and he's the cutest little dragon, but he's damn deadly as he picks up the kill on Yol.
The best thing about dragon form, if you steal a level 2 dragon form and before enter Firefly, most amazing shit ever. You've got the real fire dragon. Alright, anyways, Solo still in his ultimate, and they're doing a good job trying to take down those towers, but it's just a matter of time until RTZ is going to be spotting his Necro Book, and suddenly your pushing power goes from okay-ish with Enigma and Lycan Wolves to really freaking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look at how fast his tier 1 tower is dropping in middle, and that's without Howl being used for the Wolves as well as the Eidolon. Solo's going to come in, they're going to commit to the tower. RTZ is getting very, very low here, will go down. He's going to lose his Aegis and probably his life here, as he's going to get surrounded on all sides. And with no ultimate, there's no way he's getting away from that one. So 2 hero kills in exchange for that middle tier 1 tower. Honestly, I'm going to say it's worth it for Roxkiss. It's not terrible for Evil Geniuses in any way. But since the Aegis was up on the Lycan, Roxkiss needed some sort of opening like that to be able to now push in and start controlling the map. They can turn this into more pickoffs. Arrow's going to go down. Oh, Mason runs right into that one. And now the chain's done. They need to get close enough for the Dragon Tail, but they got it. As long as they made sure he didn't get off that Shadow Dance, Mason was done for. So now they can turn this into a tier 2. That's exactly what I wanted to see from them. They take 2 heroes going down into another pick-off and now some pressure onto these tier 2s because they need some of this extra tower gold. I don't think they can go late game up against this Slark now. With the Slark and the Lycan mixed in with the Darkseer Enigma, that's not enough. Oh, the vacuum black hole grabbing 3. Beautiful play. The wall's going to go down as well, just ensuring that these kills will be there as Evil Geniuses clean up 3 and now going to find a 4th. As Goblak, he's being chased down and he has nowhere to run to. A bit of body blocking from Zai will ensure Arteezy, okay, he turned around and hit a creep once. He should still be able to get this kill as PPD ensures it with a Fade Bolt. And Universe actually gets a triple kill out of that one. That was such a beautiful play. The blink forward as well as the Force Staff coming out from Universe. That was a great combination of those 2 items that they recently picked up. That was a big reveal by them.
Yeah, but boy, did they make it work. And that's the beauty of an offline Darkseer. Or, well, it was a safe lane Darkseer pretty much. But a solo Darkseer nonetheless. And if he picks up a mech, the Enigma's ready to go for just about anything she wants, and a Blink Dagger? Well, hell yeah, I take this. She's just gonna go ahead and make those big plays. Now Solo getting lifted up. Oh, this could be big. Where's his team? Now here it is. TP coming in here from the Nature's Prophet, but everyone else is just gonna go ahead and run the hell away. Maybe not Arteezy. He's picking up kills with...
His melee Necronomicon minion went down. I think it died to the poison, so Shadow Demon ends up dying because of that now. Oh, God. BZZ, he's surrounded on all sides. Not the leap you're really looking for. The rest of this team on the retreat. Going to be blocked out by the Wolves. Beautiful play there from Arteezy. And now it's just free food. It's everywhere. Solo's going to be sent back to the base and he ensures the kill onto the Enigma. But it's still going to be 4 kills for 2 there in that pickoff. And on top of that, they got tier 2 tower.
Yeah, it is just not cricket right now. And they even have the Blink Dagger up onto PPD. They just have so many kills going their way. The Goldcraft didn't update really. Yeah, still, it's gonna be like a 10k gold lead as soon as this one updates. And that's very hard to come back from. How can you come back against a Snowballing Slug and a Lycan?
I don't know, man. Most of their lineup for Roxkiss is built around the mid game, but it feels like it is, it's already kind of too late. The Slark is getting big, like you said. He's getting a bunch of levels. Items not quite so much as he is farther behind in net worth for most people, but he was an off-lane Slark. So looks like he's going to be picking himself up a Shadow Blade in a short amount of time. And the biggest thing here is Lycan, and who already has a Vlad's, upgraded boots, as well as a Necrobook 3 on the way. So he's looking nice. Universe, not a big surprise from him. He is very, very farmed as well with the Force Staff as well as the Blink Dagger now up on him.
Yeah, speaking of Blink Daggers, we've got so much initiation. Suddenly, everyone's just got Blink Daggers, Force Stuff, you name it. Universe has got both of them even, and yeah, this is hard. If you have a Slug who can just pounce in and Dark Pack up and do the damage anyways, and a Lycan who's hasted, you got so much initiation power, and we see this bottom lane now. Goblak, well, there's TP rotations coming in, and can I turn this around? This could be a big kill up onto Zai, but no, it doesn't look like it. Even though that's a nice army,
Yeah, Mason's there too, which is just going to ensure there's no way. They are going to be pushing in this top lane at the same time. Furion has already made his way in. Stun up on Arteezy, doesn't matter. Telekinesis on Seedoy, though. That's another matter entirely. He's going to try and teleport away. We'll be fine. Vacuum holds him up a little bit longer. Now they can see him. They can reveal him, but it's still not enough. Ooh. They can't get that damage out, and he teleports back to the fountain.
Yeah, so value being created, space, no, actually space being created, value was lost, but still. It's just adding a bit of insult to the injury here. So Necrobook 3 is going to be up on Seedoy still. It's a good item. They need those sort of item pickups. But at the same time, I mean, do you really go and split push against a triple Blink Dagger and 4-stuff sporting EG squad? I'm really not sure about this sort of stuff here.
Yeah, honestly, I don't feel confident about Roxkiss's lineup right now. They just seem... They seem like they've already lost their momentum, even though it's only 20 minutes into the game. Like, it's not that late, but it honestly feels like it's a little too far in. They're not going to be really able to utilize this Chen or this Dragonite for their gigantic mid-game power. They do have a BKB being picked up by Solo. That's going to be nice, but you still have a lot of physical damage to throw down. You still have plenty of disables to be able to catch him out if he is BKB'd. So I don't know how Roxkiss are going to be able to change this up. Maybe smoke, maybe some sort of pickoff is what they need. But Evil Geniuses aren't giving them any room for that as they're about to invade into the jungle. Maybe catch out Go Black here as Universe has found him. He does have a vacuum as well as a Blink Dagger if he wants to use it. But figures Go Black is too far gone in order to chase him.
I'm just trying to do the math if a black hole with an Aghanim Scepter and a Midnight Pulse is gonna kill everyone. I think it doesn't. I think you need like 6 seconds instead of the 4. Alright, so Zai, he's heading for the Aghanim Scepter, but still. This is just factoring out every other source of damage. And now, well, Roxkiss, oh, that's a good one. No, actually, they get initiated, so they're getting lifted up, but, well, there's the sandbag. And he's got a TP scroll. Alright, so he's gonna be completely fine. I mean, he's an Aegis Prophet anyways. And back to split pushing. Alright, I like this sort of decision here.
With me.
He needs to punish EG. EG are trying to go in for this big black hole, and they can't really defend up against this tower. Like, this area is prime vacuum black hole material. So I just feel there's no way they can possibly go for this. Defending the tower, maybe from the low ground, throwing a little bit of damage out, but I don't think they can commit to much here. So the Fury on split pushing is going to be necessary. We do have the Dragonite coming in from the side. Zai's already going to burn out, and now they're safe from that black hole. Universe, he's going to get caught out. There goes the vacuum and the wall. Arteezy's right in the middle of them, but it's not quite enough damage. Arteezy has to get away and will barely survive with just 1 health. And Necronomicon minions? Oh my god, they didn't get it. 1 hit.
Top tower is under
The ranged Necronomicon minion could have killed him there. Wow.
Damn.
Just a little bit of miss micro there. I can't believe Arteezy even tried to do that.
Tower is under attack.
The thing is, though, that was the most perfect any sort of crazy initiation you could think of. Solo was hiding here in the trees, and he was running out, and he was stunning up Zai, and they just blew so much onto Zai that he actually dropped, as well as a BKB, like exactly right now. But here it is, Solo getting lifted up, and well, it's the other way around. This is way better now here for EG, and whoa, really?
Yeah, Black Hole being just kind of ensured to get all the kills that they can. They pick up 2 and a 3rd in the back as Universe is able to get close enough. Now Goblack's going to go down as well as he's going to take out. And hell, even Cedoid may be in trouble as now he comes back into the team fight, but is quickly mopped up by some Malphus. And he teleported away in time, though. Arteezy comes in. If he can just get 1 hit, that would have probably been enough there, but they're just going to have to forsake that in exchange for getting a tier 2 instead. So 4 kills in exchange for Mason and a tier 2 tower. Well worth the trade for Evil Geniuses, especially since they're going to keep on going.
Yeah, and suddenly the pushing power is going to be coming into play real big here. Zai, he's got 6 minions. Well, they just expired, but who cares? Look at the tower dropping. There is nothing they can do. Universe getting purged up, but do they have the damage? It just doesn't feel like anything is going to be going the way of Roxkiss right now. After this wonderful engagement early on, they just couldn't keep it up. And yeah, EG just falling back. That's a smarter decision. They don't have the ultimate up on the Lycan. And they also don't have Black Hole, so you might as just wait for a bit, and then you can just go again and kill shit. And next iteration, Enigma's gonna have a BKB. Wait, no. Aghanim Scepter, sorry, here we go.
So that's going to be a big upgrade for him, especially against certain heroes like the Dragonite especially, is going to be taking a lot of damage within that Black Hole due to the Midnight Pulse. We also have some other items being picked up. Boots of Travel now in the Darkseer. We have the Shadow Blade on the Slark, and Arteezy could be working towards a BKB if he wants to. We'll see whether or not he chooses to go that route. But either way, man, they just took down that tier 1, that tier 3 tower as well as the Rax so quickly. And didn't even have to commit much to it. Like, most of them ran back. The Rax actually died from purely minions beating on it just because Roxkiss could not defend fast enough. They just couldn't output the damage to kill all the minions in the way. And the creeps end up cleaning it up. We are going to have a little bit of 5-man action coming out from Roxkiss. I think they're feeling a little bit desperate right now.
Yeah, go big or go home. This is exactly what they need to do. Is this going to be paying off? I really don't think so. Backdooring the tier 2 here, they don't even have the damage for this sort of stuff. Alright. And this is Roche, yeah. This is the second one of the game here, actually.
And that means if they do try and go uphill, up against Evil Geniuses right here, right now, they're going to be dealing with an Aegis advantage now. It isn't the biggest Aegis hero like Lycan. It's a little bit suffering. but he's
Dire's
still
top
probably
tower
going
is
to be
under
enough
attack.
to defend, make the
Dire's
difference.
structures
Tier 3
are fortified.
already copping a bit of damage here,
Radiant's
but
middle tower
we do
is
have,
under
where's
attack.
Universe? He's going to be coming in from the side here, goes in for the, gets the vacuum. But where's the follow-up? Zai has no black hole just yet to be able to throw down. Universe still gets a good wall off of that one. And now Mason's in the middle of them, trying to clean up some heroes. BZZ gets a little bit low, throws down the arrow onto Mason. And Godblack just turns, fights, tries to do what he can with his minions, but not enough to be able to get the kill on Universe. BZZ will drop as RTZ comes in from the side, and Seedoy will go down as well. 4 heroes go down. The Dragonite, the only one to live, because he popped the BKB and teleported out.
Yeah, and okay, so this is pretty much game here. I don't want to sound like devil's advocate, but if you're checking the gold graph real quick, we're looking at a 17k gold deficit against the Lycan, against the Slug, Enigma, and Dax here. Nope, .jpg, sorry, ain't gonna happen, EG. They're looking way too good. Even though Mason doesn't have the most craziest farm in the world, he's still keeping up with like the Dragonite. And everyone else is just farming way more. Even Zai is farming up a Storm. He's out farming the Mirana.
Yeah, this is a lineup that was meant to do well in the laning phase and turn this into a mid-game advantage, and they just didn't really get that. Evil Geniuses did a better job once again rotating. Their lanes actually went really well despite the kind of funkiness of them. It went great. Like, Zai was able to keep up. It wasn't like total free farm. Jungle Enigma that you normally see. Black Hole's going to be able to catch out too here. The vacuum follow-up, and they're going to be able to clean up everybody here. They're all getting low, and Rock's Kiss, the final set of disables, and Nuke will wipe the rest of them out. Arteezy comes back off of his Aegis. GG well played is called from Solo, and Evil Geniuses get themselves another win in the Dota 2 Champions League.
Crazy display, especially from Zai. Like, he had his jungle warded, he was heading down in the off lane, was doing some ancient. You know, not the best one. You could, I mean, he was doing some mad work happen, but it just is not as easy as you kind of want to see it. So yeah, still finding a lot of openings, finding a crazy 5-man black hole pretty much, and yeah, well, Universe just delivering as well. 9-0 and 12. My goodness.
Well, that's going to be it for the Dota 2 Champions League. This now puts Evil Geniuses sitting at 2 wins and 1 loss. That 1 loss being to Alliance, who are top of the group. So EG looking like a strong contender for that 2nd place slot. But we'll see whether or not they can actually take on the rest of these games in equally strong form. They still have a game versus virtus.pro as well as MYM to be able to go through and get all of their games out of the way. But for now, guys, that is going to be it. Dota 2 Champions League, that was the only series for tonight. We do, however, have the ESL 1 Frankfurt European qualifier to get through. We have the semifinal match between Rockskiss and Empire, so we're going to see the Rockskiss boys in just a few minutes. Pimp Uncle, though, you will not be seeing him for the next broadcast. It's been a long day for him, so he's going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you, though, for joining me. You have any shout-outs?
Yeah, it was fun. Well, just as usual, any feedback up to my Twitter, twitter.com/PIMPMUCKL. And that's it. Thanks for having me. It was great fun.
Yep, same, man. You can follow me at Dota Capitalist. We have the next stream is going to be up on Join Dota Red, so no more Daily Motion. We're going to be shutting this thing down, and we'll be back at twitch.tv/Join Dota Red in just about 25 minutes. So I'll see you guys over there.